I'm Daniel Geale.
Good right hand from Geale.
My name's Darren Barker.
Terrific stuff from Barker.
I'm from Sydney, Australia.
Fighting out of Sydney.
I'm from London.
From London, England.
I'm the IBF middleweight world champion.
Probably the new IBF middleweight champion of the world. That's for definite.
Boxing wasn't in my family. It was pretty much just a suggestion from Dad. I was playing other sports at the time. I was 9 years old, and yeah, boxing came up, and you know, I was very interested. I liked the idea, and Dad took me to a training session, and from then on I loved it.
My dad was an amateur boxer. He was ABA champion, which when he won it was a big deal, and I sort of naturally become interested in the sport. My dad never pushed me into it, but I suppose being a young kid wanting to make Dad proud, it was something that I got into, and I've never looked back. Pretty much the first session, Dad sort of had to, drag me into the car to take me along. After that, it was pretty much the reverse. I had to drag Dad and tell him, let's go, come on, it's time to go to training. My first amateur bout, I was 13 years old. I mean, I got in the gym at 12, but my first fight was at 13, and it's been an exciting journey, but one I'd do all over again if I could. My fight alias is The Real Deal. It's Dazzling Darren Barker. I first remember one of the fight callers were announcing me, and it come across, and I didn't take any notice of it. When I hopped out of the ring afterwards, people were saying, "Oh, where'd you get the name from?" And I didn't have a clue what they were talking about. When I was a kid at school, me and a bunch of friends used to always wrestle in the back garden, and we were coming up with nicknames, and one of my friends said, "Look, Dazzling Darren Barker," and he's stuck ever since. Fighting Darren Barker, which he's already fought and put on great performance against Sergio Martinez. So there's, from my point of view, I'm taking the big risk here. I'm taking my title over, which I was against Philly Sturm as well. Also fighting for his title, but I was also, risking my title over there. I hand on heart truly believe I'm better than Daniel Geale in every department. I think I'm quicker than him. I think I punch harder than him. Everything. He moves well. He boxes well, and he thinks throughout a fight. And against Sergio Martinez, he made it very difficult because he counteracted some of Sergio's strengths. But this fight against Geale compared to Sergio Martinez's fight is more down to my mentality, the experience gained at fighting at the top level, the best guy in the division. Is it, like I say, invaluable? You can't buy it, and that puts me in such good stead for this fight. I think that fight has definitely given him confidence, and he knows probably what he needs to do, but he probably, at this stage, I think he's underestimated me as well. They're looking at me like I'm probably the weaker of the middleweight champions at the moment, which I'm happy with that. They can believe that as much as they want. They don't hand out world titles for nothing, and he's earned his right to be champion. But I think it's more my strengths, and my strengths are better than his. I think like I said, I think I hit harder, I'm quicker, and I think that will be the difference. I'm going to beat Barker like I've beaten a lot of my other opponents. Physically, with my strength, skills, speed, but also my mental strength as well. Over the years, I've developed strength mentally that a lot of other guys sort of find it hard to stay with me. I don't want to give too much away on game plans, etc. But if need be, we've got half a dozen, but I believe that the one we've come up with primarily will work. At the moment, we do have tactics and strategies and plans set in place, but I'd love to go into them with you, but these are stuff just me and Graham talk about, and but there's definitely things, we don't go in there with a single plan against any fighter. We go in there with plenty of plans. We have plan A, plan B, C, whatever we need to. Yeah, I strongly favour myself against Geale. It's my time. It's my time. Like I say, boxing owes it to me. There's been so much blood, sweat and tears put into boxing, and now it's my time to reap the rewards and get something out of the sport. No way. No, I'm not giving my belt up for anything.